Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Raw Life Artist. My name is Klenda, and I'm your host. And actually, I wanted to do another improv episode, but we're not gonna do this because, 2 hours ago, I was walking through town, I was meeting a friend, and on the way, I was thinking about a topic that I'm gonna share with you in a second, and I had an insight, and I want to talk about this now because usually and it's gonna be kind of an improv thing anyway, because I just love this format so much, and because I know I can get way deeper into the topic this way because I'm in flow. And usually I would have on the way when I had the insight, I would have gone so deep into figuring it out, I would have gone down this rabbit hole. And then later I would have wondered, how can I put this into an episode, And then I would be in my head again and it would fall flat. So I just had this insight. I'm going to share it with you in a second. And I promised myself, okay, this is what I'm going to talk about. I just know what I'm going to talk about. And then I'm just gonna, in real time, go down the rabbit hole of this revelation. So here we are. And the thing I came across was, I was musing on one size fits all. And back in the day when I started my entrepreneurial journey, and I took a lot of marketing classes, and people said, this is how you promote your art. This is how you promote your creativity. This is how you go about doing this. And then over time, over the months and years later, we figured out that there is no one size fits all because people are different. Whenever we hear someone say, oh, this is the way to do it, I would say wanna bet? Wanna bet it's not? Because people are different. People work, just their genetic makeup, their soul makeup is different, It's some people are early birds, some people are night owls, whatever. That alone means that there cannot possibly be a one size fits all way to do things. And I dare say, when you're an artist, it's even more individual. And then I had the thought, when everyone finds their one size that fits for them, uniquely them, there is no one size fits all, but there isn't even your one size doesn't fit you at all times either. And that was a very, very nice revelation, because we get so hung up, we used to get hung up on this one size fits all shit. And then we realized, okay, we need to figure out what is our way to do things. What's my way to structure my day as an artist? How do I promote my art best that fits the way I roll, what is my access to inspiration, whatever. And we were encouraged to figure out what our way is. And that is very important. And also, this way you figure out works for you to go about things, it doesn't apply at all times. Your size doesn't fit you all the time. Because, and I'm going to share with you what I mean with this is because, in my last episodes, I was talking a little bit about burning out and lack of motivation and having a lot of ideas but zero drive to do anything about it. And I realized what used to work for me now doesn't work for me anymore. In this state that I'm in this high, I have a lot of anxiety. I work a part-time job, a day job, and it really fucks up everything for me. Like, I am downright fucking frustrated about this, and it's killing me. It's killing my health, it's killing my vibe, and it's killing my creativity and my motivation, because it's just such a intense, stressful factor in my life that it sucks the energy right out of my system. And being in this state, what used to work for me when I'm in a calm, regulated nervous system state, and not like this huge thing that is just such a fucking dark cloud in my life, hovering there at all times. I got sidetracked. I had this vivid image of a thundercloud in my life. Oh my god. Like back in the day, when this frustrating factor wasn't like in my life and wasn't like frustrating me and stressing me out so much, because a lot is like, there's not just the work, and that it's not in alignment with what I want to do, with who I am. There's so much fucked up shit going down there. Like, I'm desperately looking for a way out, because it's always about trying to change the things that don't work for you, you know, not just complaining about things, but not like trying to change it, but to actually like go for it and make a change in your life. Sidebar. But I like usually works for me, like I'm in flow, I'm working from home. I love working remote, and I like the time and space, but I also like structure. And usually when something excites me, I can just go. I don't want to say nonstop, but it wouldn't burn me out to go nonstop for a day or two, because it excites me so much. But I haven't felt this way in a while. Also, like structuring my day used to motivate me, because I felt, okay, this is my to-do for the day, but I'm so excited about it. I can do one thing more, and I find out I had more energy. Sometimes I didn't do more, sometimes I did less, and I did it on the other day. But you know, I had the structure, and it was good for me, because it felt like I'm motivating myself with this. But I find like in this burning out stage, I can't do that. I have so much resistance towards anything that looks like a to-do. Even like taking a break feels like a to-do, because I feel like I have to make good use of this break time. Because my nervous system is so activated all the time. Like, not all the time, I'm working on funny thing. Like, I'm doing a lot for my nervous system here, but it's still a constant stress factor in my life, you know? So I realized what used to work for me doesn't work for me anymore, or at least at the moment. So in the beginning, I felt like, oh, why doesn't it work for me anymore? Like, I finally found how I can connect to my own creativity, like how I can keep myself accountable, and how I know structure is good, but the good combination of structure and flow, and having versatile things during the day, like I found my way to go about it and be productive, but also honoring breaks. Like I love taking breaks, you know. Like I had a really good thing going there for myself, and then all of a sudden I felt like none of this is working for me anymore. Like they said, like one size fits all doesn't mean anything. I agree, and then find your own thing. And I'm like, oh yeah, now I found my thing. But then all of a sudden, this thing I found that works for me doesn't work anymore, and that like worried me. Because I wonder if the thing that used to work for me doesn't work anymore. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do now? Like, if nothing works, the one size fits all shit doesn't work. My own thing that actually like worked very well, like this isn't working for me anymore. So because I felt the pressure to do this, I felt the pressure to do it. I felt the pressure to keep up with the pace I had when everything was fine, you know? which worked back then. The pace I went at, the the level of productivity or of output, let's say, it was, I don't know, a certain degree, and it worked well. But now this level of productivity of output, it just doesn't work. I don't have like my body just won't do it. My soul doesn't want to do it. Or I don't know if it's soul, it's more like my nervous system says, this is way too much. Like, rein in your freaking horses. This is too much. And of course, then all of a sudden, this pressure, oh no, I need to do more. Why? I need to keep up with my own, what works for me, And it was a whole spiral there for a bit. And then I realized that when you're like, it's not like, okay. I'm gonna go from the start. Burnout, like I said in my last episode, burnout is not a badge of honor. Hustle, the fuck, is not a badge of honor. Like, always doing more and faster. This is a fucking outdated way of doing things. If you're excited about something and it gives you energy, just do it. Like I said, like that. I know how good it feels to have a productive day and you've done so many things and you actually have energy. You still need rest. But the day itself, like, it didn't exhaust you. You know how good it feels. But this kind of day is different than when you actually pressure yourself to do more and do better and create more and create better and improve. And like, there's this hustle energy behind it. And hustle energy is always a nervous system activation in fight or flight. So I realized, like, over the past couple of weeks, when I really got in touch with this burnout thing, that I heard this voice that kept telling me I needed to do more. Like, what a waste. I'm not getting anywhere. Like, I'm not moving fast enough towards the life I want to live, like towards I don't do enough for my creative career, and so on and so forth. And I also have I have a freelance job as a music scout, and there's a lot of hustle energy still there. And I found, like, I heard this voice inside of me and told me to, oh no, if you want to keep up, you need to do more, you need to hustle more. And then I had this very pivotal moment when I confronted that voice and said, bro, you're telling me to hustle? You're killing me with this. And this will not get anything done. If I'm dead, I can't do anything anymore. Makes sense, right? And the voice was like, yeah, go on. I'm like, it's my pace, or I'm not doing it at all. Doesn't fucking matter. Like, I really reclaimed my authority here. I said, this freelance job, it's great. The music scouting, it's great. But if I'm forced to hustle, I'm not gonna do it. Then I just have to fucking trust that this isn't the only way for me to, build these connections and, like, enter this world of creativity. I just have to trust it. And I realized that it's not about, like, one size fits all shit. It's also, like, it is about finding your way of doing things. But it is about finding your way of doing things at any given moment. Whatever the circumstances. What I mean is that when you're fully energized, some things work for you. Like, I don't know, having a structure, having, like, a clear schedule, or whatever your way of doing and going about your creative career is, And then maybe life happens, or you feel like burnout coming on, why ever, and all of a sudden like there are different rules now. Like it's a different circumstance. And all of a sudden, what used to work for you has to change or has to evolve and adjust to your current situation and your current state of health or whatever, you know, or to the current version you have become, you know, and you have to find a new way of doing things. You have to find a new size that fits now. So it isn't always about doing more or doing it faster. It's about doing the aligned thing, but not just the aligned thing. It's about doing the aligned thing in the aligned pace at any given moment. So I don't know, when I feel like I don't have any motivation to do anything, like what's been like, that's been my life for the past couple of months. Like I've been so stressed and it's been quite frustrating, but I had so many ideas, but I had zero drive to do anything about it. Then it's not like I still know what works for me, but like in general, but it's not working now because my energy level is a different one. My body needs different things. So I need to check. It's not about doing more or doing as much as I used to in a different state of my life. It's about what is the thing to do now? And mostly it's what do I want to do now? Like, of course, we have schedules and deadlines and maybe, I don't know, projects, but usually it's what lights me up most about this day, doing the aligned thing, and then doing it in the aligned pace. Because I believe, and I'm installing, because we keep like installing limiting beliefs in ourselves, so we can just install like expanding beliefs, beliefs that actually serve us. And I want to believe that if I do more because some part of me pressures myself, like I'm pressuring myself into doing more because I believe, oh, I need to hustle, or if other people force me to hustle or like want me to hustle, that when I push through my own resistance and my own nervous system and health, that it will not work anyway, because it's not always about doing more or doing it faster. It's about doing it in the aligned pace. So when I'm super energetic and I'm on a roll and all these things, but I say, oh, I'm not doing that much. But even though like the aligned pace would be like to just put it out there, you know, rest and then put it out there and do it all. The aligned pace is quote unquote faster, but not because faster is better, but simply because that's the aligned pace. But when I don't have that much energy left during the day, my aligned pace may be just working 1 hour a day, or on that day, working 1 hour on this one day. But doing more, it wouldn't work anyway. It would fall flat. Like whatever I would create out of like this pressure, it would fall flat. I believe that. Or I don't know, reaching out to artists with the music scouting, no one would respond if I put out the mail because I felt like I had to hustle more. Like any mail I'm sending out to artists, reaching out to artists as a music scout, sent from a vibe of I need to do more, no one will answer. I just want to believe that. Because and the craziest thing happened, like, and I'm backing myself up and I say, okay, I have this degree of energy, this is the aligned pace today, and these are the amounts of mails I'm sending to artists, or this is the amount of marketing I do for my art today. I'm not doing more because anything that is more than my aligned pace will fall flat anyway. If I do less than my aligned pace, it will fall flat also. Like it won't work either. Like it's not enough. And sometimes it's too much. So, and it can change. It can change from day to day. It can even change from morning to evening. And the craziest thing happened. Like I send out mails to artists in my aligned pace at that day and the next day, like for 3 days. And I got a response. Like before, I send out more mails out of a hustle thing and a pressure to do more. I got no replies. Then I changed that. And don't come at me with coincidence. I don't believe in that either. So, and I felt better. I felt so much better doing things in my aligned pace. And to see that it actually also works. I don't want to say that it worked because I was in my aligned thing, but then again, energetics are real, so it might have been, But thing is, I just went about my pace. I didn't force myself to hustle. I didn't let other people hustle me or like pressure me into hustling more. And it worked anyway. And that's the thing. I did it my way on that day, in my aligned way, in my aligned pace, and it worked anyway, even though it might have been quote unquote less than what, I don't know, some of my colleagues are doing. But it worked anyway. And that is a wonderful thing. So to wrap this up, it's not like, the one size fits all, screw that. Like, that is not a thing. We need to figure out what works for us. Like what is our way of marketing our art? What is our way of working? Like what is just everything? What is my way of doing things? And what is my kind of art also? And then we have to discern each day, what is the aligned pace today? What is the aligned action step I can take today? What is, just because I'm working on a project Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it doesn't mean that I have to work on it Thursday. I can work on something else on Thursday if that's the aligned thing on that day, But also it's about the pace. Like if you're feeling like shit today, the aligned pace that will actually is in alignment with everything. The aligned pace today. What is the aligned pace today? Maybe what is the aligned pace this morning? And then go from there and honor the pace. Because it will make you feel better in yourself, like health-wise. And I really, really honestly believe from the bottom of my heart that it will get you wherever you want to go just as well. Even better than if you hustled your way to it. Because hustle always takes a toll on your health. So what good is like reaching, I don't know, a certain milestone in your creative career if you have a health breakdown just right after? But then again, I don't think, like, I've been hustling for so long and it didn't get me anywhere faster. It didn't get me anywhere big. It didn't get me anywhere big faster or specifically fast, I cannot say that hustling and being constantly doing shit got me anywhere. So why would I keep hustling when I have literal proof that hustle is not working? Plus, it's actually taking a toll on my health. So I'm just trying something else. And I think my way is to not have a fixed way to do things. But that my way is to like be very in touch with what I need and discerning even better and better day by day, each day a little bit better, what I need and what is the aligned thing to do and what is the aligned pace at any given moment. Yeah. So that was that rabbit hole. I'm gonna let this sink in a little bit. Let me know your thoughts. Let me hear your thoughts on the topic. What is your take on hustle? Experience with hustle? What is your experience with finding your own way of doing things, and has this always worked for you, or have there been times when your way of doing things stopped working because maybe your circumstances or your health situation or whatever changed? Because it, like I said, it freaked me out when my way of doing things didn't work for me anymore, and I was like, oh my god, am I broken? Like, will it ever work again for me? And then I realized this. It's not about always sticking to your way of doing things. It's about knowing what works for you at any given moment. Yeah, that's basically it. So, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for being with me, for bearing with me on this semi-improv episode. And yeah, just let me hear your thoughts on that. And then see you in 2 weeks. Mwah.